Hey guys, welcome to part 4 of how to make hardstyle in 2024. As you can see, the project looks a lot different because I wanted to make these videos shorter because I just can't get them shorter to like 20 minutes, 15 minutes if I am doing it live. So I decided to try to not do it live and actually prepare it and just show you what I did actually instead of doing it live. Making mistakes, thinking about stuff, etc. This is where we ended the last time. So all this stuff is new. So what I basically added was a little second break, a mid intro, another small build up, and I basically copied the first drop to the second. So maybe we will change that in the future, but for now we'll just keep it the same. So yeah, let's play the entire track and I'll explain to you what exactly I did. So here we go.
I can feel you slipping, 'cause you want something different. I've gotta let you go and find yourself. When you look from every angle, the colors change around you. Don't be afraid to go and find yourself. What you running from, babe? What you running from now? You live out of a suitcase if it's what you need now. I'll leave the lights on. I'm always gonna be here with the lights on. You know I'll always be here with the lights on. You can take your time. Don't know what you're running from, babe. What you're running from now? You live out of a suitcase if it's what you need now. I'll leave the lights on. I'm always gonna be here with the lights on. Yeah, for you I always keep the lights on. You can take your time.
So that's the track. Of course, things can still change in the future. Let me know your feedback. Not everything is great yet. I'm not really happy about this build-up part yet from here, for example, and some transitions can go better, stuff like that. So we'll probably improve that in the future. So yeah, let me just show you what I did. This break is kind of the same as this.
When you look from every angle.
Of course, with the other vocal there. So I copied the break over, so the tutorial won't last for like a year. So yeah, let's move on to the actual mid intro, because I think that's the most interesting part. I basically copied the beginning part of the melody and just pasted it here. And then the chord which already exists there, I just made longer. And I added a kickstart to it just on the half beat. And I also added a pitch bend to everything. So the leads in here, but also the pads, I have a pitch bend, and also the chords. And if you didn't know, you can link them to one automation clip. If you go to the knob you want to automate, and then right click here, link to controller. Then you can select an already existing automation clip. So you can link multiple different ones to one automation clip, so you don't have a list of six automation clips for one pitch bend, if you know what I mean. And then I just added the effects I use all over the track with the build-up. If you listen closely, you hear a little sub or a little bass tick in the crash. You can also see it right here. So let's fix that by just adding a low cut on the crash, because it doesn't need to be there. There are also other ways to fix that, but this is just a really quick way. And then I took the fill from the track. But what I also did at the start of the drop is to mute everything which has reverb and stuff like that. So the leads and the pads as well. Otherwise you get something like this. And a mid intro just hits a little bit harder if you just cut everything from it. I should probably cut this one too. Yeah, and I did that with a fruity mute on both the pads, as you can see here. And also on the wet melody bus, I added a fruity mute. I linked them, the automation clips together, as I explained before. And now it just stops playing. And then, you have to kick with a lot of bass, and that just hits a little bit harder. As for the kick, again, just like I said, I used OPS. This is the mid-intro kick Psy G sharp. It just fits really well. I think it's not too raw or anything. It just, and I like Psy, so that's good. So yeah, it's just not really that difficult as of so far. And then I added a chord in between. Just a chord which I took from the melody. I think it's the same as right here. So basically this. Yeah, so it's the same. I reset the pitch bend here because you don't want to have the high pitch here, of course. And also I returned the mute. So otherwise you can't hear it. After that, I added a little fill, once again, which I got from the track itself, with some crashes. And again, from OPS, they have some kick effects. I know how to make kick effects, but I just want to speed things up a little. So if you want me to do a video about these type of kick effects, I can explain to you how to do them. So yeah, let me know if you want to see that. But for now, it's just this. So we have the effects here, and the fills. And after that, I added a subtle shaker loop to the kicks, and I cut the chords up a little bit. And then another gap in the drop with another nice effects kick. Another fill and some crashes. And I basically added the first part of the melody in here. I think that fitted pretty well. And also a vocal which is distorted. And I basically used the same mixer track as I did for here. So look at the previous parts if you haven't seen those. They're explained right there. And that is this part of the vocal. So yeah, I just added that to that mixer track and placed it in here. And then I did some vocal chops with that. Some very simple ones. I cut the last half and just placed it in here. And then I played around with the first part and just a little bit before the last part to get this sound. So yeah, it's not pretty difficult. I always used to overthink mid intros. Of course, there you can do a lot of stuff with them, but a lot of the time it's just basically a really hard hitting kick with probably a lot of bass, and just some playful elements behind it, maybe some percussion behind it, some chords, stuff like that. Don't overthink it, just try some stuff. It'll probably sound pretty good. So yeah, that's at the end, of course, I also added these hi-hats and the sub drop here as well in the fill, and of course the crashes which are building up and some of the sweeps. And that's basically the entire mid intro. So the break is copied from this part right here. But I removed everything like the kicks, etc. from the beginning part because that just made the transition a little smoother, in my opinion. Then I added a sub drop with some fills and effects and stuff, which we all seen before. And then I added this part, which is really just a silent one in the init preset. So yeah, very simple, but it works. And then after that, just the drop, like we did before. And after that, just the drop, like we did before. So yeah, that's basically it. It's not really very difficult what I did here. But it does take up some time, of course. We've already spent like 8 hours on this project. And it's really not that complicated. At least you can make it a lot more complicated and, for example, spend 40 hours on the track. So this is really just a quick track to make a tutorial on. But let me know if you prefer this type of explaining, or do you prefer it to me making it live with you? But of course, those videos will be longer. Yeah, let me know that. I didn't add any mixer tracks, I think. I added this one, which was just a test for a color kick or color punch, but that didn't really work out. So yeah, let me know what you think of this, what you should change, and let me know if you prefer this or the longer videos. So as always, the links are in the description to get the project, but also to get my new sound bag or any of the OPS packs which I'm using in these videos. So yeah, go to the links in the description and hopefully they will help you out. So have a nice day and see you in part 5.